Hey everyone, and welcome back to another CZN video. So in today's video, guys, we're going to talk about Zero System a little bit, the things that I'm doing to try and progress into the next stages. And I figured I'd just give you guys kind of my feedback on what I'm doing. Now, I've had a couple comments that I wanted to address. The first one is if I end up getting anything wrong in my videos, the fact that you guys are letting me know is so helpful, not just to the viewers to know that I made a mistake, but also to me to understand the game more. So I actually really love this about content creation is where I'm trying to figure something out and then one of the people that watch my videos actually knows. So that is so helpful. Please keep doing that. I really, really appreciate it. The second one is people have asked me if I was stage 10 yet on this. I know I'm a content creator, but I've only spent $10 on the monthly pass thing, or the like battle pass. I don't even know what you call it, but the one where you have to scale up in tiers and you can get the partner at level 30. So that's all I've spent. I really don't have any dupes of anything other than maybe some 4 stars like Mika, because I just summoned on the Haru banner. So I was lucky enough to get enough copies of her. But the 5 stars, I've one dupe of a 5-star, and that's Luke, who apparently is the worst. I don't know. I want to build him up and test him because I think he seems fun. So yeah, I'm nowhere near that. I think a lot of the content creators or screenshots that you might see of people beating stage 10, like those people are going hard in the paint with the credit card. Because even stage 5 is pretty difficult for me, and I've kind of picked up, leveling up some memory fragments. I've also kept my partners and my levels kind of where they need to be, but I'm also only at level 46. So maybe once I get into level 50 and I can level up my characters to 60, things will get a little bit easier. So anyway, long story short, one of the questions was, hey, how do I break into level 6? I can never come across a level 51 or higher here. So the thing is in these codexes, right, you have different levels. So this one's like level 44, 48, 50. What I've seen, because it happened to me already, is once I've beaten like a level 49 or a 50 stage, 51 will come up on the next kind of time that you have the ability to craft another one of these codexes, because you can craft 5, right? If you don't like one, you can refresh and use some units or the orbs. So here we can merge one. So 49 popped up and it is in Void. Void is my, preferred kind of element because that's where my Rin is. She's my strongest character. But if you beat level 50, the next time you craft one of those things, you have a higher likelihood. I don't know if it's 100%, but it did happen for me. I ended up failing the run, though, so now I have to generate it again by passing either a level 49 or a level 50 stage, and we haven't done that yet. But that's how you do that. You have to just keep running through these. Now, the people that keep bumping up, that's all they're doing, but they are running this plenty of times a day. So if you're wondering how they're doing that, they're just playing this game like nonstop. So that's awesome. So yeah, if you don't have the time, or you're like me and I don't have the time, that's okay. So in most gacha games, spending is going to get you there. But what I'm doing is I'm just farming these orbs, right? There's a lot of awesome upgrades in this upgrading system, not just like your base stats, even though these are minor. Every little bit counts, but the rare species buffs, the Delang shop, right? That's where you sit around like the fire and you can shop at the little truck that comes by. These are really important for you to end up beating these Zero System stages. Like, I completely neglected some of the cards. That's what we're going to talk about next. Some of the like neutral cards that you can buy are game changers. Your own cards with your characters are certainly good, but man, you should not underestimate some of these other cards where if you get them, it's kind of like easy mode. So yeah, you have the chance of getting like a God's Emissary. You have an increased chance of getting the shop whenever you go to the little fire locations. And then you also have like refreshes, 5 refreshes for the Delang shop. So if you don't get any pieces of gear or if you don't get any of the cards you want, you can refresh for free instead of spending your credits. So like all of these matter. And the nice thing is you don't have to be stage 6, 7, 8, or 9 to unlock it. All you have to do is have enough orbs to max all of the things in the prior like space. And then the next one will open up that you have to open for more orbs. And that's it. So as you do this, as you unlock more and more of these, you're going to get better upgrades. So it's going to be easier for you to progress through this system. Again, the reason why people are further like on stage 10 is because they are just spending a poop ton of money. So don't think that you're doing something wrong. It's just you have to grind it. And if you don't want to grind it, you got to pay money to have your characters be really souped up where these upgrades don't matter. Okay? So other than that, like I said, the neutral cards that you can get at the Delang shop, do not underestimate these, okay? There's a few that I want to call out. So there are some good attack ones, but I do want to go down to the general, like useful cards for almost everyone. So the first thing is, if you go to the very bottom of these neutral cards, and I'll talk about why I'm calling it neutral cards here in a second. These are specific cards that you can get from elite bosses. So the elite nodes on Chaos, the reason why, if you're able to, beat them, at least with a high confidence factor, because you don't want to ruin your run, especially if you're trying to upgrade into stage 6. You want to try and fight those bosses. They give some really awesome cards. So not only are these cards kind of like good on the surface, but they can be epiphanied as well. So like you can get some crazy upgrades to these. So this one is at the end of the turn, you gain a fixed shield equal to 20% for each crystallized stack. So this is 100% shield. And then if you have other characters that use crystallize, you really want to prioritize going after that boss. And I think eventually, once we play the game enough, we'll know which bosses have the ability to drop these cards, because I think you can tell by some of them which ones, but the nodes have the little kind of like 3D models. It's possible to go down there and check so you know which path to go to. So just saying. So anything with that like rainbow color, you get those cards from fighting those elite bosses. So there's a good chunk of them. Like this one I got not too long ago, and I even got it epiphanied. But yeah, it was just like 2 morale to your team, -2 morale to their team. And I got like 1 draw and 1 AP. Like it was a crazy epiphany. So yeah. Other than that, there's also some really awesome just general cards here. So Gear Bag, I think, is one that you really want to prioritize. If you can find this for like your Mika, again, like super, super easy mode. Getting all of your combo pieces is awesome. And on top of that, not even needing to use this card, like you don't even have to pay the 1 AP. You just have to have one of your other characters use a card. It's one of the easiest it's one of the easiest neutral cards to activate. So that one's really good. What I have found is this strategic starting point to be very good too. Like ego skills can save you in a snap of a finger in some of these crazy hard bosses, like where it's going to be make or break to clear the run. So I've really liked this one. And the epiphanies on this are also pretty good. It's like 0 cost and you get 1 AP. So it's free and you increase your AP by 1. Like that's the other thing. You can't underestimate the epiphanies on this. Camouflage has been awesome. You don't lose any health at all for that turn. And then you draw 2 the next turn. So you set yourself up, like you save yourself and then you set yourself up to try and bring in that finishing blow. Now, when it comes to the damage, like there's a good chunk of good damage cards in here. Oh, sorry. 2 more that I really like is Rally. People really underestimate haste. I've seen in these chaos runs or these zero system runs that making sure that the enemy doesn't cut you in regards to like a very important combo can make or break a run. So haste is super underrated. And then on top of that, it's a free draw to thin your deck. And then you also get a +3 to all enemy counts. It's pretty crazy. You can also duplicate these cards. But I think a lot of people, when it comes to not being able to synergize with a character's deck, they kind of underestimate these cards. They're game changers. You need to start getting them. So then we have Protective Shot and then Overwhelm. Like these cards, I've seen them be extremely strong. I think Overwhelm is probably a little biased considering I run Rin. She doesn't have any AoE in her kit, so having cards like this attached to her are very, very useful. So just like some random general stuff about Zero System, I did want to talk about that upgrading system because I think it's the most important thing, especially if you're struggling. You know, it's okay if you're still on stage 5. Just keep upgrading, upgrade your characters, all the things that I've talked about in the prior things. As you're doing it, you're going to get free rewards and stuff as well. And again, as you continue to grind and your account eventually levels up, you'll be able to increase your character's abilities. You'll be able to level up gear and things will eventually get stronger. But don't think because you're still on level 5 or whatever, like me, it's not an issue, okay? All the other people that are on really higher stages, they've been spending a lot of money for duplicates on their heroes. So anyway, quick little video. Appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one. See ya.